Hello people, Dr. Barnes here. So let us realize the 7-segment display using the CD4511 decoder. So we will start by going to our Tinkercad website. So I'll just type Tinkercad over here. Alright, so we have it here. So let us open the Tinkercad. Okay, so here we go. We open it up. So after opening it up, we're going to see what we're going to do. So after opening it up, we go to circuits, all right? So we go to circuits because we're interested in creating a circuit, okay? And we go to create new circuit. So now, okay, so now we change from the basic, and then so that we can have access to all the components over there, okay? And then we go to all right? So here I'm gonna select my components that I'm gonna need for this particular practical. Okay, so I'll just type CD4511 CD4511. It pops up over here for me. So this is the decoder that I'm going to use for the 7-segment display. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it. Okay, so I'll just rotate it. Okay, I'll just rotate it. Okay, so now after that I'm going to need the 7-segment display. So I'll just type over here 7-segment display. Okay, so 7-segment. Okay, it pops up over here for me. So I just take it and then I drop it. All right. So now I'm going to need some resistors, and my resistors, I'll just type over here. I'll just type resistors over here. Okay, so I'll just type resistors. Okay, so resistor pops up. Okay, so I'll just have to take it. I think I'll have to change the value of my resistance. I'll need 220, okay? 220 ohms. Okay, I think, so I'll change from the kilo ohms here, and then I'll give it ohms, okay? And then I'll give it ohms. Good. All right. So the resistors, so the function of the resistor in this particular practical is to help us to be able to vary the current between the CD4511 decoder and then the 7-segment display. The 7-segment display uses a less voltage than the CD4511. So the lesser voltage demanded by the 7-segment display will require that we use a resistor over here. All right, so that is how come we're going to use a resistor. So we're going to need about 7 resistors. So I'll just copy it and paste it 7 times. All right, so I'll copy it and paste it 7 times. All right, so that is so easy. All right, okay, all right, and then I think so we have to do it there, and then I think, yeah, okay, so and then this one also. Wow, great. So I think we have it. So now I think we can just connect them. Okay, so this is pin F. Okay, so if we connect, okay, so this is pin F. All right, okay, all right, okay, so we will give it to the F. So F, So this is F. All right. This is G. So for every unwanted line, you can just press the escape key and then it will do away with it. Okay, so this is G. All right. All right, so the next one is A. All right. So we're taking it to A. So we just have to look for A. Okay, we see A over here, and then we drop it. So the next one is B. All right. So we look for B. So this is B. All right. So we just do it. We just have to connect it. All right. All right. So the next one is C. I think C is, this is C. All right. So this is D. So we take it to D. All right. We find D over there. Okay. I think I have to first connect it to the resistor before. I just want to check if we've not made any mistake. All right. So this is D, right? Okay. So this is D. And then so this D must go to this. Look for D over here. This is D. All right. So we just connect it. All right. So this is E. Uh, so let's just adjust it properly. Sorry, I think we made a mistake that we have to take care of. Uh, all right. So this C, I have to get rid of it because first I must give it to the resistor before taking it to the port on the 7-segment display, which I didn't do. So that was a big mistake. It was an oversight. I didn't see. All right. So let's just do it this way. Okay. All right. So let me just adjust this ones a little bit. Okay. So the next one is D. Okay. So just take D and then D straight down. Straight down. Okay. So this is D. All right. So Let me just adjust it a little bit. Okay, I think it's perfect this way, right? I think it's perfect this way. All right. Okay, so let's just connect it E. Okay, good. I think we are there. All right. All right. I think so. This should be our connections. So this should be our connections. So now we will go on to the next stage. So in the next stage, we're going to need resistors. So I just pick one resistor and then bring it here. Okay. So we're going to need 4 resistors. So I just have to copy it and paste it 4 times. All right. So I'll copy it and paste it 4 times. Okay. So and then okay, and then I'll paste it. All right. That's good enough. All right. So these resistors are going to be used as for grounding, okay, for grounding. And then there is one more thing that we have to do on this 7-segment display. You see the common over here, which I have just highlighted. The common is supposed to be connected to the common here. Okay, there's another common on the top. Okay, so you just have to connect these two commons. Good. All right, and then also we have to make sure that our 7-segment display is at the cathode. Okay, so I click on the 7-segment display and I change it to cathode. That's good. All right. So now what I am going to do is that you see you see the you see here is highlighted as ground. So I have to pick this ground and then give it to the common over here, and give it to this common. Remember that already I connected this common to the common at the top. Already I connected these two commons, the common at the down and the common at the top. I connected the two of them. Okay, and then also I have to give the common also to the ground on the CD4511. All right. Okay. So to make this common unique, I can change the color. So let me just change the color by coming to this code. And let's say, if it's common, I think I can make it black because common is normally black. All right. Okay. So now what I can do again is that these resistors, I have to connect all of them together. Okay. So I can just come here. Because they are going to ground, so I think it will be okay to use black because these resistors are used for ground. All right. Okay. I want to click on them and then adjust it properly. All right. All right. So now I will connect here to the ground. I'll just give it to the ground. All right. Good. I'll just adjust it properly. Okay. Good. All right. So now let me get my switches in place. Let me get my switches in place. So I'll just go here, type switches. Okay, so the switches pops up and then I'll just use this kind of switches. Okay, so I'm going to need about 4 switches. So all that I'll do is that I will just copy the switch. I'll just copy the switch. For every unwanted line, you just get rid of it by pressing escape. So I'll just copy the switch, copy and paste it 4 times. Okay, so now I will just connect the first leg of the switch to the to the resistors. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need a battery. So I'll get a battery. I'll just type battery over here. Okay, so the battery pops up here, so I'll just take the battery and then rotate it. Alright, so I can just place the battery over here, and then I need a regulator. Okay, I need a regulator, 5-volt regulator. So let me just type voltage regulator. Yes, sir. So that is a voltage regulator, but it's not popping up for me. Okay, it's not popping up for me. So wait a minute. I need a 5-volt voltage regulator. So let me add 5 volt to it and see. Okay, so let me just say 5-volt regulator and see if it's going to pop out for me. Okay, now it pops out for me. All right. Okay, if it had not popped out for me by typing the 5-volt regulator, I would have typed the number of the regulator, which is LM7805. Okay, so if you type the number also LM7805, it will also pop it up. So now here the live goes, the first terminal on the voltage regulator goes to your live. So the live is normally given a red color, so I'll give this a red color. Okay, and then I'll adjust it properly. Okay, and then I'll adjust it properly, and then the middle goes to the ground. Okay, so I'll go to the ground. Okay, middle goes to the ground. Okay. All right, so the ground is normally, let me make my ground black. Okay. All right. So now what happens is that this place is supposed to be grounded, so I'll just give it to the ground here, and then it will be black. Okay. All right. So now the output of the regulator will go to the output over here on your power supply. The output of the regulator goes to the output on your CD4511. Okay, so I just do that, and then okay, So let me see. All right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do again is that so because this one is output, let me give it a different color, okay? So that it will be different from the ground. Okay, let's see. All right, this color is cool. So now let me give this, the switches also need a power supply, so it also go to the output over here. Okay, good. All right. So now let's say, okay, good. Now I think it's perfect. Okay, so now we have to connect our power supplies together. Just that, let me do some changes here. Basically, it goes to the common over here. Okay, yeah, it goes to this common. All right. Okay, right. Now, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to connect all my switches here so that they will all have a connection to the power supply, which I first connected the first switch. All right. Okay. 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 So, all right. So let's do this. Okay. So let's do this. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So we almost there. We almost there. Okay, so they are all well connected right now. Okay, so now what we have to do again is that we have to connect, we have a little bit more of connections remaining. Okay, a little bit of more connections remaining. Okay, so our okay, so now we can just connect our switches. We can just connect our switches to our inputs. Okay, so this switch can go to, let's say, input 1. Okay, it can go to input 1. Yeah, and we can change our color. I think we can give a different color because it's going to be the input. Maybe we can give like blue to it. Okay, blue to it. All right, and then this switch can go to, let's say, input 2. Let's say, what is input 2? This input 4. Let's say input 2, input 2. This input 2. All right, let me adjust it a little bit over here. Okay, so now the next one can go to the next input. Let's say input 3, input 3, input 3. Okay, so this is input 3. Okay, okay. So the next one can go to our next input. Let's say input 4. Okay, all right. So what we're going to do again is that we're going to have to connect our so we connect this our lamp test to our power supply and then let me do it again. Okay, so let me okay, release it, release it. All right, so that is giving me a little bit of a hell of a time. Let me release it again. Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me just do undo, 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 undo. Okay. Okay, I think we're there. All right. So here I can adjust it a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the latch. We have the latch enable over here. Okay. We have the latch enable over here. Okay. So this is the latch enable. The latch enable is supposed to go to ground. Okay. It's supposed to go to ground. Okay. So I'll just give it over here to ground. Okay. Okay. So because it's going to ground, let me give it a black color. All right. And then this blanking supposed to be connected to this lamp test. Okay, so now let me see if I can actually adjust it a little bit. Okay. Okay. I believe we're done. I just want to be able to adjust this one a little bit. So let me just I want to be able to adjust it a little bit so that the line will be much more outward. Okay, anyway, we can just test our device and see if it's working. Okay, so we will go to start simulation and then let us see. Okay, so our device is working perfectly. And then the main purpose of this display, 7-segment display, is to be able to convert binary coded decimals into their decimal equivalent. So if I have here, so you see that this one is 0, 0, 0, 0. So the equivalent is 0. So this one shows what? 0. All right, so let's say if I have 0, 0, 0, 1, my expectation is that I should have 1. So in that case, 1 is displayed over there, which means it's correct. If I have 0, 0, 1, 0, my expectation is that it should display 2. So it has 2 over there. If I have 0, 1, 1, so let me make here 1, my expectation is that it should give me 3. Let me make here also 1. Okay. So having the zeros and ones comes by controlling the switch. Okay, it comes by controlling the switch. If I have 0, 1, 0, 0, my expectation is that it should give me 4. It does, and it's correct. So if I have 1, 0, 1, then it should give me 5. If I have 1, 1, 0, then it should give me 6. So 1, 0, if I have 0, 1, 1, 0, okay, then it should give me 6. So do I have, this is 0, this is 1, so let me make here also 1. This is 1, and then this is 0. So it gives me 6, all right? So then decimal digits comes by the lightening of the LEDs in the segment. So if I have 0, 1, 1, 1, then I should have 7. So let me put here to be 1. So 0, 1, 1, 1 gives me 7. If I have 1, 0, 0, 0, then I should have 8. 8 means that all the 7 segments are going to be displayed. So this is 1, 0, 0, 0, and then I have 8. So if I have 1, 0, 0, 1, then I should have 9. Okay, so apart from this, no other decimal, no other binary combination is going to give you an output. For example, if I have 1, 1, 1, then I'll have no output. So let me make here 1, let me make here also 1, let me make here also 1. So you see that I have no what? Output, because 1, 1, 1, 1 actually denotes 15, which is not a decimal number, so it will not give me any output. If I have a number like let's say 1, 0, this is okay, 1, 0, 1, 0. You see that there is no any other there. There is no display on the there is no number displayed on the there is no number displayed, because 1, 0, 1, 0 denotes 10, and 10 is not a decimal number. It is rather a hexadecimal number. So when we get time, we can go through all of this. But for now, you can see that your 7-segment display is perfectly working. All right, it's perfectly working. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I'll bring you another video another time. Enjoy. So this is perfectly how you make the 7-segment display using the CD4511, and then all the decimal numbers are being displayed. Thank you so much. Goodbye.